my channel. My name is Jonalyn Star.
And I'm Beng Beng.
And welcome to Iyut
Entertainment Youth.
So, our topic for today is about sa issue na nag-trending sa Twitter.
Yeah.
Na about sa virtual learning system. And of course, yung mga tao is nagbigay ng kani-kanilang mga opinions, experience, positive and negative comments, etc. But, we were not going to tackle the exact issue. Kasi masyado siyang broad to discuss.
True.
However, we were going to talk about the opinions or the comments of the people regarding to the issue.
Yeah. So, Mommy, to begin our discussion, there was a tweet that caught our attention, and
Yeah.
it says that studying is hard, learning isn't. So, what is your opinion about that?
For me, saying that studying is hard can be a little suggestive because there are varying of methods of studying depending on a person. So, if a student was coerced to use some methods that they're not familiar with, then that's when studying is hard will take place. And saying that learning is difficult is not difficult, I'm not agree to that phrases because I believe in myself that before you learn something, you need to experience something. And just like me, I learned how to be fearless. I learned how to be strong. I learned how to value myself even more because I experienced being discriminated by other people.
Grabe naman yung sagot mo, Mommy. Para kung kausap ko si Pia Wurtzbach.
Oh, so how about you, Mommy?
Okay.
What is your opinion regarding to that phrases?
Okay, so for me, I agree to that statement. Why? Because I know that for some, as a student, it's really hard for them to cope up with the task that was assigned to us by our teachers because some of them are lacking in something like in resources, in gadgets, and in internet connectivity. And also for learning, if we really want to learn something, if we're eager to know something, we're gonna find a way to know that.
Oh my God. You see, Mommy, your answer is so overwhelming.
Salamat naman, Ma.
So, yun nga mga Mommy. So, Mommy, there is a random question from Marlene. It says that, how do you learn something on a virtual setting of learning given that it is hard to study?
Fortunately, I have the gadgets and good and stable internet connection to attend to our online class and search the things that I want to know in Google. Again, that's why I can say that for some, studying might be really hard for those who are unfortunate. But I can say that learning is not if they have the resources.
Oh. Wow. No comment. So, clear, logical, fantastic.
Wow, thank you. Okay, so Mommy, what's your response naman about that question from Mommy?
For me naman, I think by waiting and patience because I'd say as a student during this time of pandemic, waiting and patience is my key to learn something. Even though my home is not a learning environment where there is a teacher, other student, or people to help you, I believe, based on my own experience, using your time and patience to learn something is very worth it. Because you will actually learn, understand, and accomplish everything you need to do. And that's all. Thank you.
Wow. Mommy, I can relate to that answer. Parehong-pareho tayo ng iniisip.
Yes. So, fantastic.
Okay, so for the further discussion, we asked some of our friends to share their thoughts and opinions about the topic.
So, hi, Mommy Jada. Can you give us your thoughts or opinions about the topic saying studying is hard and learning isn't?
Hi guys, I'm back
Hi,
again. By the way, I hope all of you are fine and great. Going back to the line, studying is hard, learning isn't. As a student, yes, studying is difficult because there is a lot of pressure and expectation. And for the state of our education today, we do not know if we are still learning because sometimes we are just forcing ourselves to learn on something, and I know many of us students thinks that we are just studying so that we can finally graduate, so we can find a decent job someday. While learning is just that easy for me because learning is everywhere. We can learn in any aspect in our life. We can learn from the things that come to us and from the things we experience. That is why I agree in this line because as a student, I believe that learning does not always occur in school. Rather, learning can take place both within ourselves and and through our life experiences.
Wow.
Oh my God! Wow!
Kaya naman yung talino mo, mami.
No comment.
Okay, so for the next question, mami, how do you learn something on a virtual setting of learning given that it's hard to study?
And for the question, how do I learn something on a virtual setting of learning given that it's hard to study? I guess my eagerness to learn on something even though it is hard to study because of the current state of our learning. The only thing that I can do is make myself my inspiration, also my family, and do everything I can because I know that no matter what the outcome of my trial is, my family will be there to support me in everything. And that's all. Thank you for listening.
Oh my God.
Stay safe.
Getting chills. Ay!
Galing na mami, sumagot na.
Oh, Mommy, Miss Universe.
Sana all talaga.
And meron pa tayong isang
Yeah.
guest. And it is Mommy Katie.
Katie.
Hi, Mommy Katie. Can you share us your thoughts or opinions about the topic saying studying's hard and learning isn't? Charan!
Studying is indeed hard, but learning is not. It might cross your mind, how is that possible? But there are the reason why. Studying is hard because everyone has a different capacity of learning. Some are fast learner and some are slow learner. And also, not everyone has the privilege to attend or continue taking schools. Now that we are in the midst of pandemic, some students cannot easily adapt and access this new type learning mode. Everyone is striving on our own, whether through financial needs, mental needs, and many. Learning is not hard because learning new things is actually fun, and that's the main reason why we still continue attending school. Is it to learn new things, and to adapt it. Every discussion in our school is somehow helpful when we reach to the real world where learning and improving is. That's all. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Mommy, talino mo.
Awesome.
You're so smart.
Okay, so for the next question, Mami Katie, during the pandemic, how do you learn something on a virtual setting of learning, given that it's hard to study?
I have learned that every student has a different capacity of learning. Not everyone is smart enough to keep with the lesson given, that many of the students are not privileged enough to access this type of learning mode. Studying is a must, but we must also remember that we're facing different problems of our own. So if you can free and really want to help your classmates who's striving this situation, help them as much as you can.
Oh my God.
Ang galing ni Mommy. Ang galing.
Pwede ka na sumali sa Miss Universe.
Kaya nga,
Mommy, meron pa tayo isa. And
Yeah.
for the last, it is Mommy Genevieve. Hi, Mommy Genevieve. Can you share us your thoughts or opinions about the topic saying studying is hard and learning isn't? Charan! Hi, Mommy.
Studying is hard, it's because of lack of concentration. Once you start studying, it's a must to stay focused and not let your thoughts wander. Most of the stress associated with studying is a result of poor planning and time management that leads to stressful cramming the night before. Yet, learning helps us to gain a mental and physical grasp to the subject. It also adapts a subject, event, or sensation into our own words or action to make meaning of it. Um, it also combines our newly learned ability or information with the talents and knowledge we
Oh my
currently
god.
have.
As usual, you're giving me chills.
Same. Okay, so Mami Genevieve, for the next question. During the pandemic, how do you learn something on a virtual setting of learning, given that it's hard to study?
You change the routines that you were used to when the class was still face to face. We all knew that studying is hard, and it got more harder when the pandemic came to our country. Changing the routine that you were used to is kinda hard for me, but I have to deal with it so that I could learn something from the new normal learning system of us students. And also, time management is a must for us students so that we could lend some time for reviewing our previous lesson of our teacher.
Grabe talaga sila.
The crown
Uwi na
is
tayo.
yours. The crown is
Uwi
yours.
na
my
tayo,
God.
Mami. To summarize the content of the topic, the purpose of our video is to remind all of the students that they are not alone in facing these kinds of difficulties in lives. And also for teachers to be aware in this kind of situation so that they can be more considerate and understandable to students.
And as of today, we heard everyone's opinions about studying and learning. And as a result, we may conclude that learning isn't really difficult if you were genuinely motivated to learn something. And however, considering that we're still in the pandemic crisis and we are obligated to buy gadgets for our online learning and trying to avoid a good internet connection, finding a means to study is a bit challenging. And that's all, everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Audio Jungle.